basically kind of like mentally submitting me. So that's something I'll actually talk about here in a sec. Alright guys, starting over here at the top right side of the map, representing RoX.KiS Gaming after a very impressive game, after a very impressive last game that is, we have the green RoX.KiSFraer. His opponent, closed by air, representing Team Empire, coming in for a third game today in this matchup. We have EmpireKas. So, we are on Shakura's Plateau, definitely a map we don't see as often today. One of the oldest maps in the pool today. It's actually funny looking at the map pool during the veto. I'm just like, and this is definitely the work of IPL, like with the map pools. There was actually Belshire Beach and Dual Site in the map pool through the vetoes, and of course both players smartly took both of those out really fast, as quick as possible. Didn't want to deal with those. But basically, like what I want to comment on last game was Fraer literally mentally submitted Mista. As you guys know, StarCraft definitely a game of economy, army value. You see the big engagements, you see the big fights happening, and I mean, once an army goes down, basically it's free reign for one of the players to go and kill basically all the structures, economy, etc., etc. of his opponent. But at that point, because Fraer forced so many cancels and did so much just structure damage to Mista between kill and pylons, supply blocking him, and forcing 3 cancels on his natural nexus. Literally, he mentally submitted Mista. Mista literally realized before even any sort of army engagement happened, he realized he had no opportunity. He saw the fact that there was two more mortals than what he had in his army, plus more stalkers and zealots, and just realized, hey, I can't take this on. Well played, Fraer. What great movement, great positioning, and just GG'd out. So in case you guys have not been keeping up with the scores, right now it is 3-2 in favor of RoX.KiS. Game 1, EmpireKas took out LiveZerg 1-0. LiveZerg got put into Game 2. Won game number 2, beat KaS. Game 3 was between Beastie Cutie and Fraer. Fraer was, I mean, not Fraer, but it was between Beastie Cutie and LiveZerg. LiveZerg was able to take him out. Mista came into Game 4, knocking down LiveZerg finally. And then following that, Fraer was able to take out Mista, leading into this Game 6 match point for RoX.KiS. And this is really neat because this is something typically you don't see from the GSTL, some of the Team League style play and formats, is just the fact that they're able to recycle players and utilize them over and over and over again. Like I said, this is the third time KaS is playing. With Empire having a big lineup, they could have used other players, but we're deciding to use KaS for their final, trying to clutch it and make sure not only get them to win here, but hopefully get them to win for Team Empire in the ace match, if you want to call it. As we watch and see, KaS going with the standard 1 Rax expand, Zealot pressuring, KaS micro up a little bit, baby. Zealot doing a great job, able to pick off the SCV at least. Probe was able to get a little bit of damage as well as soaking up some of the damage. And I mean, again, this will get taken care of. The Stalker is almost here, but this bunker should be able to finish prior to actually doing any sort of damage. And I could be wrong. But I doubt it. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be fine, able to still save 3 of those Marines. Doesn't lose the SCV. Zealot goes down, Probe goes down, and a little bit of a mini win for KaS right there. Meanwhile, over on the right side of the map, we got Fraer taking his expansion. This is actually a really nice 2-base Protoss map due to the fact that this ramp is so small in the natural. Protoss definitely love utilizing force fields, cutting off the Terran army. Very, very hard for the Terran player to sometimes handle and get some of those engagements today. As we do see, KaS is actually doing something really cool. Oh, okay, I thought it was something really new. I'm just like, oh, never mind. He's actually just got the tech lab and he's getting the stim, making it kind of look like a 2 Rax, getting the factory out, so he's going to get medevacs out. And what we might see out of KaS is the typical standard Terran 2-base kind of Marine medevac Marauder timing, where he's going to try to put pressure on that natural, use the factory to kind of get in the way. So we'll see what exactly he decides to do with it, but could be really interesting to see. Now on the backside right here, Fraer trying to do a little bit of damage to the bunker, trying to poke up. Very interesting decision. Has that proxy pylon right there, so that basically kind kind of gives a little bit of an indicator that he might utilize some sort of aggression right here. He's already got 2 sentries, and he might be piling up the units right now. As we do see, the warp gates are now up to a total of 4, almost 5, and he's starting to use chrono boost on them. So yes, it looks like Fraer's going to go for a really early 2-base gateway attack timing. Marauders are out, Marines are out, 1 bunker is ready, but 1 bunker might not be enough. Stim is only halfway done. Starport just finished up. He's not going to have medevacs in time for this push when he decides to do it. And here we go. Look at this. This is a lot of units, guys. This is going to be very hard to handle. Those sentries are going to place a Guardian Shield up eventually. There we go. Enough energy for a Guardian Shield plus Force Fields to prevent any repairs to that bunker. And here we go. Fraer heading up this ramp. Is he going to be able to handle this? And here we go. Here come the SCVs trying to hold this up. But bunker will fall. Here goes the bunker. But a lot of units getting lost right now by Fraer. It's got to be very, very careful. KAS needs to put up another bunker, if not 2, to try to hold this off. Very beautiful work by Fraer doing this aggression, putting down the bunker. But the problem is the units for KAS are getting a little bit more hefty. Stim is just about to finish up. The first 2 medevacs are out. And once those medevacs are out, this could actually be a really fast win for KAS. Can Fraer do enough damage? And no, he's not going to be able to. Stim almost done. This is so tight right now for Fraer, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get in there and do any type of damage. Oh, this is just rough. Putting down the force field, but here we go. Stim is finally kicking in, and Fraer, oops, sorry about that. And Fraer is definitely right now on the run. SCVs even included into the train. They want a piece of Fraer as well. They're coming. They're like, you destroyed our bunker. We're going to come after you. Never mind. Okay, they're going to just pull back. But already a lot of pressure going to get put on Fraer. He's got some units back at home. He's got some a couple Zealots and a few Stalkers left. But now basically what KAS can do is start dropping, doing dual prong attacks. And it's going to be very, very hard for Fraer to hold off anything of that nature. And again, more and more units are rallying across the map. Additional barracks are getting added. I do not see any E-base, so upgrades are not going to be of priority at the moment. But basically just now drops are going to come. Great job by Fraer splitting up some of his Stalkers, trying to make sure he's got those drop defenses ready. But if he's not careful, just a simple stim attack towards the front and utilization of medevacs over here in the natural could just spell the end of Fraer. So here we go. Here comes KAS trying to push a little forward even further. And sentries are going to be a big part of this, but again, with the ability to lift, with the ability to be able to handle this. And here we go. He's going to utilize that lift. Fraer realizes that he's going to put the Stalkers in position. KAS has to be so careful. Try to get those medevacs dropped, and he will be successful. He will not be in time. Fraer, oh no. He will not be in time to be able to handle this. All units are out. Here comes the stim, and this is just basically not GG, but basically spelling GG again. Guardian Shield coming up. Good micro from KAS trying to back those up. All the Zealots are gone. Now the Stalkers are disappearing. Can he get some of those sentries down? Yes, he will. And actually, KAS might have to lift on out of here, potentially. And yes, he will. He's getting out of there. We'll lose 1 medevac. But again, so much economic damage has already been done to Fraer just on the fact of losing so many units. He's lost so many sentries. That's so much gas. And KAS is going to continually continually attack with the harass. He's got to actually use medevacs in an awesome route right now. He's going to go try to drop in the natural. Meanwhile, he's got units at the front. That's actually going to keep Fraer very on his toes. Trying to get the Forge out. He's got the Twilight Council. Blink is not researched. And basically right now, Fraer can't really go into any tech path due to the fact that he's got to produce units. And here we go. Great drop in the main right now. Looks like Fraer's trying to push out, but here's the problem. KAS just basically deking him out. KAS just pulling back some of these units in the natural, and the ones in the main are just doing so much damage. Pylon getting taken out after pylon after pylon. So much economic damage done, and basically what KAS could do is just lift up and get out of there and continue this harass. As we look and see, I mean, 15 workers have been killed. We look and see a total of 35 probes to the 55 of KAS. And this is just starting to become a little bit too much for Fraer. I would not be surprised if a GG would not come from him within the next couple minutes. This is just way, 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 way too much for him to handle. And again, another drop coming in, and KAS can just stim in there, get more damage done. Again, these probes can't exactly escape right away. Again, a couple more workers getting dropped. Picking up and getting on out of there. It has to be careful, try not to lose any medevacs. Doesn't even take that much damage. But this is just becoming harder and harder for Fraer. As you see right now, the economy of KAS is just blossoming. 57 workers with, plus mules. Still on 2 base, getting that 3rd base up, but again, when KiSFraer can't mine himself, it becomes very hard. And as we see, working that dual prong attack, there's no really any defenses up at the natural base except slow zealots. And basically Frere has to pull back. He's got to get these probes. You can't get these probes in a safe position because there's just so many drops. There's medevacs going everywhere, every which way. But finally able to at least pick one of those off. But as you see, I mean, this is kind of a little bit of a point of no return. 121 to 53 supply. It is going to be basically over here within the moment. Eventually, KiS is just going to be able to stim and just walk over Frere in this game. The barracks is I don't know. Sorry, poor linguistics. Making up custom words, man. Why not? All right, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what Frere can literally do to put himself back into this game. He would need some sort of basically like that. He would need some kind of Templar tech with storms to be able to get some really nice storms off too, not just 1 or 2. He would need a lot, plus Archon help, but again, there's just way too much from KiS right now. He's grabbing his 4th base, supply continually increasing, 148, and yeah, he could just basically lift on in there, you know. Be careful not to lose a medevac full of units, as always. And there we go, already kind of panicking a little bit. There's no units, there's actually, there's actually 2 medevacs right there. He's just trying to get really nice position and drop into the main. Oh, KiS coming from every which angle. This is just so hard to handle. Getting inside the main, and this, if nothing else, spell GG. This basically should right here. No chance. Way too much army. No matter how many zealots or sentries or guardian shield, this is just way too much. As we see, zealots are starting to peel off one by one. Sentries are falling apart. Probes getting pulled, and once all this probe economy is down, Frere's going to call for the GG. There it is. KiS tying it up, creating an ace match between Empire and RoX.KiS in this best of 7. Holy crap.